What's up everyone, welcome or welcome back to Game Before You Buy. March is absolutely packed with insane new game releases. We are talking about huge launches, sleeper hits and maybe even your next obsession. Number 1. Legacy of Kain Defiance Remaster. The Dark World of Nazgul returns into one of the most beloved vampire action games ever remastered. Play as two iconic protagonists, the powerful vampire Kain and his once brother turned into enemy Reason, each with distinct combat styles, supernatural power and narrative prospect. Legacy of Kain Defiance Remaster is a story-driven action blending melee combat and exploratory puzzle sequences. Fighting enemy isn't just slash. Timing, positioning and using your character's unique skills are key. Defiance is the final chapter of the classic Legacy of Kain saga, now fully updated for modern consoles and PC. The remaster also includes restored level and content that were cut from the original Defiance development. The game releases March 3rd, 2026 on PS5 and PC. Number 2. Marathon. Up next with one of the most anticipated shooters of early 2026. Marathon is a first-person multiplayer extraction shooter. That means you drop into a dangerous zone, loot, battle foes, rival and player, and try to extract safely with your loot before your run ends. And keep in mind, if you die, you lose everything you collected. And it's all about risk-reward. Think of it as blending the intensity of Escape from Tarkov with Bungie's signature shooter feel. Intense, rewarding, and built around the teamwork and survival. So if you're hungry for a tactical shooter with tons of depth, high-stake gameplay, and world storyline that unfolds as you play, keep an eye on Marathon this March. Marathon release on March the 5th, 2026 for PlayStation 5 and PC. Number 3. Pokemon Pokopopia. Up next, a fresh twist of a Pokemon world unlike anything we've never seen before. Pokemon swaps battle for building, crafting and community life. Instead of training and fighting to become champions, players step into a role of a Ditto that has transformed into a human, and you're tasked with shaping an empty land into a thriving Pokemon paradise. Gameplay core will be all about life simulation, building home, decorate space, garden, gather resources, wood, rocks, and expand your environment to attract more Pokemon. The game will feature day and night cycles, seasonal changes, and dynamic weather. Think of it as a Pokemon that met Animal Crossing. The game launches March the 5th on Nintendo Switch soon. Number 4. Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake. One of the most iconic horror game and atmospheric experience returns from the shadows. Unlike typical horror game that rely on guns or melee weapons, Fatal Frame uses a unique camera, Obscura, a mystical camera that can capture and seal ghosts by photographing them. The game will have enhanced camera features like zoom and filter switching, letting you adapt to combat and uncover hidden clues or of the past echoes within the course Minakami Village. Replayable demo arrives on March the 5th, 2026, giving player a taste of the horror before the full release. Don't forget to check it out when it launches March the 12th, 2026. Next up to our list is Solasta 2, the highly anticipated sequel to Solasta, Crown of the Magister. The tactical RPG is staying true to its tabletop roots, while bringing fresh story and mechanics to player. Solasta 2 is a turn-based tactical role-playing game that puts you in control of a party of adventurers exploring the continent of Neokos, where an ancient corruption threatens the land. Lead your team through tactical battles, rich dialogues, and highly fantasy story that revolves around legacy, family, and the mysteries of the Forgotten World. Tabletop-inspired rules, Solasta 2 uses the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rule set, letting player experience tactical combat that feels like the real tabletop session, complete with spells, turn and dice outcomes. The game also offers a deep party customization, create and customize a party of 4 unique characters, each with their own skill, ancestries, subclasses, choices to define and contribute in the battle. Don't forget to wishlist on Steam and check it out when it launches March 12, 2026. Number 6. Crimson Desert. Coming in strong in our list, Crimson Desert, one of the most ambitious open-world action-adventure games of 2026. This title has been years in the making and finally has a solid release date, March 19, 2026. To be honest with you, I have mixed feeling for this game, especially after the broken launch of Cyberpunk 2077. Crimson Desert is a standalone single-player game, so no MMO mechanics or subscription required. Well, let's see what the game is about. Crimson Desert is a single-player open-world action RPG set on the vast war-torn continent of Pewell. You play as Cliff, a mercenary leader of the Greymans whose band has been devastated by an ambush and conflict. Your mission: reunite your scattered allies, rebuild your legacy, and face an emerging threats hunting the land. Action-packed combat, fight with fluid melee combos and special ability, utilizing a variety of weapon and magic. Defeat human enemy and mythical beasts. Beyond fighting, you upgrade and expand your Greyman's camp to cooking, farming, fishing, and crafting, giving the world layers of depth of the combat. Pewell also offer puzzles, side quests, NPC interaction, and faction storytelling that enrich the world and keeps you invested. If you are looking for one of the biggest, richest, and most cinematic fantasy world releasing this March, Crimson Desert deserves your attention. Number 7. Mouse PI for Hire. This isn't your usual shooter. The world, cultures, and even enemies are drawn frame by frame in the 1930s rubber hose animated style, making everything on screen feels and look like a noir cartoon crossed with a modern FPS. Tapped vibes kicking so hard here. Mouse PI for Hire throws you into the shoes of a private investigator, Jack Pepper, a former war hero turned into detective in a greedy crime-ridden city of Mouseburg. From the moment you step into the hand-drawn black and white world, you experience something that feels like living a vintage cartoon come to life with guns and bullets. The game promising fast-paced shooting actions across non-linear level, where you'll take down heavily armed gangs, crooked cops, and mischievous characters. Beyond classic Tommy guns and pistol, explosive gadgets and power-ups that feel just as chaotic and fun as they look. Mouse PI for Hire could be one of the here most stylish surprises. The game launches March 19, 2026 on PS5, Xbox, and PC. Number 8. Slay of Spire 2. Slay of Spire 2 is the highly anticipated sequel of one of the most acclaimed deck-building roguelikes ever made. This sequel expands the strategic core of the original with fresh mechanics, deeper customization, and new ways to play, including a co-op for 4 players alongside the traditional solo climb. The game has a new and returning cast of characters, each unique cards, mechanic, playstyle, and in-depth story to uncover. The game is not yet on the final version, is launching on early access with a full game plan to grow over the months and years with the player. As I'm recording this video, we don't have a date, so I'll say between the middle and the end of March 2026.